Am I the asshole for the joke I made at a get-together in response to a joke that was made about me?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God, I've got to stop giving my weekends away to others and just relax at home. Lol.
Are you me? Are
yeah,
you me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in the story is late 20s to early 30s. My husband does community theater as a hobby. It's been about a year now, and he's been making new friends, which is great. Smiley face emoticon. Sometimes they get together for drinks, trivia, bowling, etc. Every once in a while, I come with, but I tend to have other things I prefer to spend my free time on. As a result, I'm considered something of a shiny Pokemon among this group of theater friends, and they joke when I come along that they're honored by my rare sighting. I love jokes, and I'm an extremely unserious person, so this is great to me, all in fun. I hadn't come along in about 2 months. About a month ago, husband made a new friend acquaintance who we'll call Tess, though a few others I hadn't come along in about 2 months. About a month ago, husband made a new friend acquaintance with who we'll call Tess through a few others in the theater group. She runs in adjacent circles. From what little I heard about her before meeting her yesterday, husband and our mutual friend Nina described her as bubbly, quirky, a jokester. Cool, I'm 2 of those 3 things. Sounds good.
Okay.
I came up in conversation at the last outing 2 weeks ago. This was Tess's first time hearing of my existence since she and husband were newly acquainted. When Tess heard that he and I are high school sweethearts, she laughed and said, "Oh, so she's just your starter wife then." Husband wasn't a fan of that joke, but laughed it off, and then Nina moved the conversation along because she could tell he didn't love that. Reasonable.
Yeah.
They're not loving that. When he came home and told me that night, I thought it was pretty funny, kind of tactless, sure, but also funny. It's a cliche for a reason. I laughed and thought nothing more of it. Last night, the group met up, and I accepted the invite too. When we got to the bar and grill, Tess and several others were already there. The folks I'm friendly with came to say hi and started their usual bit about being graced with a rare cheetah appearance. We joked for a while, then Tess came up to introduce herself. I said it was nice to meet her. She made a comment about what a great guy my husband is. An opportunity for a joke came to me, and I seized it. I smiled at her and really casually nodded and said, "Yeah, he's pretty awesome. I'm enjoying him while I can before he dumps me for his permanent wife."
Okay, so that's the same joke.
Yeah.
Why now she's mad at you for the same joke?
Most of the group laughed, including husband, but Tessa's face fell. She mumbled about needing the bathroom and speed walked away.
You're the one that said it, bro.
Talk shit. Yeah. She spent 10 minutes in the bathroom, sat quietly at the corner of the table for about another 15, and then ended up taking an Uber home. Our friend Nina texted after we'd all gone home, and apparently I really embarrassed the hell out of Tess since she didn't expect her joke to, quote, get back to me. Tess
What
now.
are you talking about, fam?
Me when I'm on a podcast and I make fun of other Reddit podcasts and then they get mad at me. What are they talking about?
What do they mean?
What do you mean I hate all of them? I never said
that.
Sure, I've said that on the podcast. How did they hear it?
The recorded thing that stays up forever.
Can't believe this.
Yeah.
You're telling me people talk to each other when I'm not in the room?
What
Crazy.
are you talking about?
Tess, quote, is sensitive, was buzzed when she made the joke, and now feels self-conscious because I'm, quote, made her look like a bitch. Nina thinks that because I wasn't present when the first joke was made, I shouldn't have returned one of my own. 3 question marks. Am I the asshole?
No, honey.
I thought we were just all just joking around.
Well, now it's serious.
Now it's serious.
Now it's she wants your husband. Now that's what it means.
Yeah. I will say also, first time it was said, not a joke.
Not a joke.
That was the punchline for your, the setup for your punchline of a joke.
You made it a joke.
Yeah, actually.
Which is what she's mad about.
Yeah.
That it's not real. Sorry, honey, I don't know. You said weird shit to a guy. He went home to his wife.
And they talked about it.
Weirdly. About it. You gotta assume that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Listen, man.
You can't just say whatever you want. Ever. Believe me, I know. You can't just say whatever you want all the time. It's gonna affect your fucking life,
yeah,
bro.
amazingly.
Weirdly. Yeah.
Are we are we in the weird privileged position of 100% knowing that only because we do a show every fucking week where everything's recorded?
No, I think the people that exist where they have normal ass lives and they walk around talking shit about people and it never gets back to the people that they're talking shit about and they just get to be little pieces of shit for the rest of their life are the privileged ones.
Okay,
Actually,
yeah.
I think we're being scolded 1,000 times over for a mistake pretty much everyone on the world makes all the time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, everyone's a little bit of an asshole sometimes until you get burned and then you learn. You touch the stove and then you're like,
You
oh,
get
hot.
Hot, yeah, don't touch anymore.
Don't do that anymore.
Oh,
Maybe don't flirt with people's husbands, fam. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's it.
That is honestly, that's a weird,
It's a weird
that's
fucking
a weird
thing
thing to say, yeah.
If someone said that to you, I think I would be like, well, I mean, I could be the one that got away. That's what you want.
That's good, I like that,
Absolutely, that can happen.
yeah. I can be the Chapel Roan good luck babe, so yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to do 200 and something episodes of a podcast with him, you go ahead.
Yeah. Good
But if
fucking
you
luck.
don't get to that number, I have more episodes than you, is all I'm
so
saying.
I will win.
I win.
Yeah. Checkmate.
If we're trying to win,
But yeah, this is now a game
you're
that you
now
started.
gonna have to deal with me getting half of the income for the rest of my life. And his life.
Yeah.
You don't get that money because you weren't a part of it. Because you weren't there. I was.
Yeah.
And I fucked him a lot. And I talked about it a lot on the show.
Yeah.
So you have to deal with that.
You
Isn't
gotta
that
deal
fun?
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
I
man.
already won. I don't give a fuck. We could break up. We don't break up. I don't give a shit. I do because I care about you.
Oh, I care about you too.
Yeah, and I love you. But
I don't care if this relationship ends tomorrow. I still won.
all I'm saying is I won. Which I assume is how people like. I'll see situations where it's like, oh, you know, my baby daddy with his new girlfriend. They're making me pissed off. I'm like, yeah, but you're never going away. You have a kid with him.
Yeah.
You know, unless he chooses to be a completely unforgivable asshole and leaves your ass.
Yeah.
So I assume this is how it is. It's now we've created this
We've had
monster.
yeah. Not even a kid. This podcast is a monster.
No, this is a monster.
Yeah.
And we're growing it every week.
And I gotta keep feeding it, or else the monster gets mad at me.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, that reminds me of the Defunct Land Fast Pass video where he called the Fast Pass thing a monster, and it just kept growing. Yeah. That's honestly, that is what every creative project becomes at some point.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
When does this thing die?
Yeah, but
And
I don't know. Yeah, I live for people that don't know what a joke is.
No, yeah, I love that shit.
If I honestly, anytime I see a Red story that's the word joke in it, I'm like fucking gold mine. Like, I'm ready, man. I can't.
Yay. Do you know the concept of a joke
Do
or
you
not?
know what a joke or not? And let's and I really don't see myself as like a jokester comedian. I think I say funny things sometimes.
Yeah.
And I know people. I'm talking in the Twitch stream, like people would call me a comedian, but I guess I think there's a weird disconnect me understanding that comedy isn't just like stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Well, I
But-
think it's definitely turning around on that because the people doing the stand-up are not actually joking. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. I think it's still hard for me to wrap my head around that because I think I would still say podcaster like first than anything else.
No, I agree with that.
But then I read shit like that and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm a step ahead of this at least.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Do you feel like when we sit down and do this show that something turns on in you?
I want to say no, but I think if there's
That's
something
fucking
that like
crazy because definitely me. I slink out of bed, lay down on the couch, drink a coffee, take my meds, get up, sit down on the show. I don't even know if I took my meds today.
I didn't take mine, so that's why this
We're
shit's
probably
more
both
chaotic.
unmedicated and very chaotic right now.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Whoops.
And then I sit here and you put a microphone in front of me and you turn on the lights and you turn on the camera and you turn on the mics.
I mean,
And I'm like, let's go.
I will
Happy
say,
Sunday.
I mean, yeah, this is a performance and there is a turning on of that. I think
Is it good? Probably not.
Who knows? Jury's still out on that.
I don't give a fuck if it is or not, actually.
But yeah, I just want to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think if something turns on, it's not like my entire brain turns on. It's definitely more of the performance, like
a charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I know when I go to like events and shit, I'm
worse.
I'm definitely a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like off camera and shit.
Yeah.
But I think also when I'm on camera, I'm also more thinking of like what's funny. And like, what do I think is funny?
The
Can
joke
I get
part.
away with? Yeah, the joke part at least goes from like, I don't know, 50% to 100%, because I know you can attest to me joking off camera, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, and you do jokes too, but I don't think it's like a complete switch. I think it's like a dimmer switch. How about that?
Like it's dimmer off.
When I'm not, yeah. Yeah, and then I bump it up a little bit, and then the performance comes out, and then my brain starts working a little bit to like try and make quips.
Yeah, I guess jokes, jabs.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah.
No, I feel you. I mean, I think it's something.
Yeah.
Podcasting, it's comedy. I would say comedy because we're trying to joke, you know?
Yeah.
Just not pre-written and it's off the cuff, but it's not
also,
really improv either.
I don't want to. And also, improvers are weird, and I don't want to.
Ew.
Improv's weird, but like me doing something without a script is totally cool, though. Moving on.
But yeah, I think the umbrella has gotten
very
more
wide. Yeah,
diverse.
it's more of a blur. Like what is comedian, what isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess if I wrote comedy, I guess I'd be a comedian, you know? But I don't know.
I mean, you would be a stand-up. You would be a sketch comic. You would be
like what?
A screenwriter. You would be doing whatever. You'd be writing
so,
jokes. Whatever. It's different skills all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just like imposter syndrome, so, you know.
Yeah, sure.